Yo, what's up, guys? So, got an oldie but goodie for you. Odds are you probably haven't seen this one, or maybe you did. I don't know. So, growing up in Jersey, I was exposed to like a lot of bugs, and I'm a weird kid, sue me. But I don't know, I was just fascinated by them. So, being a fan of horror, those movies always kind of intertwined, meaning like environmental horror, like mutated animals or bears, in the woods because of like chemical leaks, or I don't know, piranhas, their ecosystem gets destroyed and they seek vengeance, or killer trees, because of pollution, stuff like that. But there's like a slew of killer bug movies, worms, slugs, cockroaches. There's a good one called They Nest, which I'm not going to review because me and cockroaches don't get along. So, um, God, flying firebugs. There's a movie called Bug. The insects catch on fire. It's pretty neat. And then this one I'm about to talk about called phaseiv, which was made in 1974. Look at that. Used to come on the Sci-Fi Channel a lot. And basically, it's not really new in terms of story. It's a killer ant movie, and but it's very, very strange, and it's stuck out like a sore thumb because I've seen a lot of killer ant movies. Oh God, Empire of the Ants, them. There's a lot more. I'm gonna keep going on some tangent here, but this one was pretty cool because it felt like a documentary slash horror movie. In fact, the director, Saulbass, that's his real name, wasn't really a director at all. He was like an art director for like really big name directors, and his job was to create imagery and posters and stuff for famous movies, and he had a very unique kind of way. I'll post the his artwork for this movie because this, I think, is his only directorial feature length film. Others were like short movies, documentaries, but this guy shot it like that. It has a very scientific feel to it. I think it was inspired by H.G. Wells' Empire of the Ants. So anyway, it's a team of scientists that are stationed in Arizona. And for those who know Arizona, it's very hot. Very, very hot. Desert-like planet. It's crazy. Desert-like background. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, some weird cosmic event, the cosmos, messes with the ants' minds and makes them smarter. So they all, instead of like fighting each other, they join forces and they create some kind of hive mind where they all think at the same time and they're like super intelligent. And they wage war with the scientists. Now, there's only like a handful of scientists and like a family that refuses to move from this area. Family gets like destroyed like 3 days in. And the daughter, gets the hell out of Dodge. She kind of checks up with the scientists. And she's like, oh my God, these ants are thinking for themselves. Yeah, yeah. You can tell she's like really broken upstairs, But yeah, wicked movie. Like I said, in terms of gore, it's really not that kind of movie. I mean, there's ants crawling out of people's skin. The people are already dead, so the ants found a way to like, make tunnels out of their flesh. But not graphic at all. It's a thinking man's horror movie. If that makes sense. But the brilliance behind it is excellent. Like I said, I don't know how this director shot this movie. There's not much information on this, but like I said, the guy is very artsy fartsy, art house. This is an art house horror movie involving killer ants. That's the best way I can describe it. So anyway, it's like a back and forth thing. The ants try to infiltrate the laboratory, and the ants remain tiny, by the way. And the science team finds a way to like, use chemical weapons. The ants take the chemicals, feed it to the queen, and then she poops out a bunch of eggs that are resistant to the freaking chemical. It's brilliant. And because it's the middle of the desert, right? The sun's always shining down. It's freaking hot. They find a way to sabotage the air conditioner system to this laboratory and then build these mounds that reflect the sun onto the building. What? Can you imagine if this really happened? We'd be done. I still don't understand the ending. 20 years later, I guess. Was it 15? 20? I don't know. I don't know when I saw this in the beginning. I know I was super young, but I can't even begin to tell you what the heck it means. Um, I mean, I don't want to spoil it either, but it's very, kind of leaves you wondering. It's like a very open-ended thing. Like, okay, the ants obviously are clearly the victors in this film. But they don't kill the last two victims of this film. They kind of drag them out and lead them to the hive. Or one guy tries to kind of like finish them off because he's like desperate, and he's joined with another survivor who he thought was dead, and somehow the ants are watching them, and they kind of like the humans embrace in this colony, and that's it. I don't know. I'm sure there's something bigger to it. Maybe I should watch it again. Maybe I wish I had commentary, but I don't think the director isn't with us anymore. But like I said, the guy who directed this is noted for making really good, graceful posters that are very art inclined stuff. And like I said, he did the artwork for Phase 4, and I'll make sure I'll post that so you guys get an idea. But yeah, I just wanted to share this movie because, like I said, it's always been there. Every time I would flick on Sci-Fi Channel back in the early 90s, this movie was on. And it was interesting, it never got old, Trying to track it. I mean, now, of course, they release like a Blu-ray with, I don't know, maybe special features. I didn't even look into it. But I tracked down an old, it's not a bootleg copy, but like, I guess like an import that was like region 1, so I could play it on any DVD. I used to do that. Like, if I couldn't find a movie, I would look for the import, usually Canada, sometimes, because you could play Canadian DVDs on, American DVDs. Or whatever. Sometimes region 3, you could play, I'm getting off topic here. Anyway, I found it. It was a very old, I guess from VHS to DVD. Anyway, I mean, it still looked great, but now they've definitely improved and they re-released it. I don't know if you guys have any intention of watching this movie. Like I said, this isn't really fast-paced. It's a thinking man's horror movie with killer ants. So if you like that, if you like environmental horrors, it's not really environmental horror either, though, because I'm sure there's a message behind it. I just don't understand the movie. It's a very early art house horror movie that deals with ants that think. Like I said, we wouldn't stand a chance. I don't care how smart you think you are. Sure, you could squash a bug, but about like 20 million, that think. And ants are just like, they get in everywhere. I don't care how clean you are. They'll find you. Alright, but yeah, that's Phase 4. Like I said, you probably would never see this played today. Maybe late night, you catch it like 3 in the morning. But it was cool though. I enjoyed it. And I don't know, if you want to try something different, this is definitely the movie. Like I said, if you want a movie where like, okay, where's this going? This is definitely that kind of movie. But other than that, like I said, it's up there with the killer bug kind of movies. They Nest, The Swarm, Kingdom of the Spiders. All those kind of movies. Yeah, this one's definitely up there. Alright guys, well that's my review for Phase 4. Hope you enjoyed it, and I shall see you all very, very soon. Alright, thanks for watching. Peace.